Hi, I'm Melissa with Bionic Buzz, and I'm here with
Khary, Payton.
And you were Walking Dead, General Hospital.
Oh my gosh, yes, I was, yes. Teen Titans.
Teen Titans?
There you go.
Oh, I love the Teen Titans.
Yeah, all of those. I've been scrapping for a while. Yeah. So you got to keep busy. One job just won't do. Yeah. My babies need shoes, so that's what we do.
Well, that's kind of a big contrast, is superheroes and General Hospital.
Yeah. You know what? When I did General Hospital, it was so much fun. Because they give you a script one day, you memorize it, you do it, and you just forget about it. And I thought it was the best kind of gymnasium it's like an acting workout. You make a choice, you go. It doesn't matter how ridiculously stupid this storyline might be. You just go.
Stupid.
Oh my God, they were so ridiculous. Some of these storylines were so ridiculous, but it was great because it was like, I'm gonna make something out of this. I'm gonna make some clay. I'm gonna throw it up against the wall, and boom, we're gonna go.
Well, because your fans are gonna be like, no, he was great no matter what.
Well, you know what? I don't have and stupid is good. You can make stupid good. I do a lot of cartoon voices. Stupid is what I do best. Oh, so yeah. So I love it. I love all of it. But I had so much fun doing General Hospital. One of my favorite things was this older man came walking up to me because I played like a pediatric surgeon on the show, and he walks up to me and he goes, "Doctor," kind of under his breath. Because a lot of mothers and women would come to me about General Hospital, but this man, Dr. Jackson, is the baby going to be okay? I was like, yeah, man, the baby's going to be fine. The surgery went well. He was like, good job, doctor. And he just walked off. I'll never forget that guy. You never know who's going to be a fan of a show. Yeah.
So where do we find you? Where's your social media so we can check more?
I'm at Khary Payton. It's just my name. I like to keep it simple. I'm on Instagram mostly. You can find me at Blue Sky sometimes. TikTok, I'll slip in there every once in a while. My kids try and keep me on all of the socials. Real
quick, who do you voice for Teen Titan?
Oh, that's Cyborg. Cyborg. I've been voicing Cyborg on Teen Titans for 22 years, which is crazy. Yeah. It was one of my first jobs that I got out here, and it's crazy that we've done almost 450 episodes of Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. So it's I'm really lucky to have been out here doing it for that long.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure talking to you.
Nice to meet you too. Take care.
You too. Hi, I'm Melissa Bionic Buzz. I'm here with.
I'm here, Benjamin Watts. Hi, everybody out there. Hi.
And you're part of the panel for Walking Dead?
That's right. I am moderating the Walking Dead panel, Stories from the Walking Dead. And yeah, we have a great panel. So I hope everyone sees all the little tidbits that come from it, because we've got Khary Payton out there. We've got Michael Cudlett's Abraham. He played Abraham, the lovable character from the Walking Dead. So you definitely have to check it out.
That's wonderful. And where do we learn more about, because you're putting this panel together for raising the funds and part of this whole multi-fan base in LA? So
absolutely. We are all out here really putting together an amazing show, Multicon here, the first of its kind, by the way. We're raising money for the disaster relief for the LA fires, and it's all done through United Way of Greater Los Angeles. It's a really great cause, guys, so definitely contribute. They've got a silent auction, and I swear, if you want to get Comic-Con passes at this stage, that's where you go. Go to the silent auction. They have so much great stuff. I'll be bidding. I'll definitely be bidding. I don't have my Comic-Con passes yet, so I will be bidding.
Well, that is great news to check out. Good info there.
Yeah.
And where do we learn more about you?
Learn about me. You can follow me anywhere. I'm Benny Watts on Instagram, TikTok, all those things. That's where you find me. Benny Watts. Hi. Nice to see you.
Thank you so much, Benny Watts.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Hi, I'm Melissa Bionic Buzz. I'm here with
Katcy, Stephan with Variety. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And so you're Variety, you're this really influential Hollywood reporter from Variety. Like, if you want to know something, you're who we go to.
I hope so. I try to stay in the know, try to be that friend that you can text and get exactly what you want to know about whatever drama is going on.
And you are also on High School Musical, right?
So I am going to be moderating the High School Musical panel today. I am so excited. I'm getting to talk to KayCee, Stroh, and Monique Coleman. I could not be a bigger fan. I was in High School Musical 2 on stage in my high school. So I feel a sense of kinship to them, even though they're much bigger stars than I am. But I can't wait to dive into it. Go Wildcats.
Well, that's really great because you've got this whole with your panel and being part of Hollywood, right? What is it that we should really want to know? What's the newest thing that we should hope to find out?
Oh my gosh. Well, I think right now I'm going to be focusing on some great throwbacks. I think there's nothing better than getting this beloved piece of IP. Today we're going to be talking about High School Musical and Good Burger, two of my favorite things ever, and getting to find out something new about it that you never know, even though you've loved something for 30 years. I think there's something so fun about getting a fresh take on it, especially, a lot of the folks that I'm going to be interviewing today were kids when they were doing this, and now they have that adult perspective, so I can't wait to hear from them.
Well, that's really exciting. And where do we find more? I know you're in Variety, but
Yes.
if we want to get more of your tidbits, is there a place we can look you up?
Yes, I'm always on Twitter/X, always tweeting my latest scoops. And yeah, check out my byline on Variety. And sometimes I do some hits on Access Hollywood where I used to work. So sometimes if you turn your TV on, I might be breaking down some entertainment scoops.
No, but where do we look that up? What's the name for Twitter, or what's the name where we go to pick you out?
Yes, you can check me out on Twitter at Katcy Stephan.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Katcy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Melissa with Bionic Buzz. I'm here with
Daniel Logan.
And Daniel. Can you tell us about yourself?
Oh, I could talk about that for days. Well, I was Boba Fett in Star Wars Attack of the Clones and quite a few other Star Wars projects. I was a young child actor. I was 13 when I got in the role, and I'm originally from New Zealand.
And as a Boba Fett, are you kind of in a costume?
No, I had this beautiful long hair that had these beautiful curls, this gorgeous big forehead of mine. But then as I evolve, I end up in an armor with a helmet, and yeah, I guess I didn't age very well, so they just stuck a bucket on my face, and we did that way. So, but when I was young, I was kind of cute, and they put it on screen.
And how's your fan base coming out to see you today?
I think they're pretty good. With the thing like Star Wars, it's just a generational thing. And the great thing is that you have kids each and every day being picked up by the new stuff that they're creating and then being pulled into this wonderful franchise like Star Wars. And it's truly a blessing. I grew up in New Zealand and I moved to the United States here to California when I was 15. And to still be able to represent Star Wars and be able to be honored to come out and do things like this, for LA, it's an honor. So I think my fan base is pretty awesome, to be honest.
I think so too. And so where do we find you on social media? Where do we check you out?
Sorry, I just sucked on my own saliva. I forgot where I even find myself. I'm on Instagram. I have an Instagram. It's called Insta Daniel Logan. I'm on Facebook. I have a huge group on Facebook called Bounty Boxes. It's like a Star Wars orientated Facebook that kind of supports the community. And then I'm on Twitter as well. I didn't get on the TikTok tread. Sorry, guys. I was a little late. I'm stuck in this generation of too young and then too old. So, yeah, I'm still trying to navigate.
So no dancing music videos of you out there?
No. We're not going to do that to them. I'm sorry. No singing, no dancing.
They could parlay into another career because you've got the whole High School Musical. We got quite a few of them out here today.
My grandma said you got to know your talents, and singing and dancing definitely weren't mine. So I think her words were, "It's a good thing you can act because you surely can't sing."
Well, being a really cool, Star Wars guy, that's great enough.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'll take it. If that's all I got, I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you,
for
Daniel.
taking the time to talk to me today.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Melissa with Bionic Buzz. I'm here with.
Hi there, I'm Tara Platt.
And I'm Yuri Lowenthal.
And you guys do voiceovers and video games.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, the Marvel Spider-Man video game and a bunch of anime like Naruto
Ben 10.
Ben 10, yeah, League of Legends, all sorts of stuff, yeah.
And what's your favorite to voiceover?
Oh man, that's like choosing your kids.
I'm glad we only have one kid.
Oh, right?
That's
That
right.
makes it easier.
Well, yeah, we'll never have to make that choice.
But as far as like roles to play, I think it's that you connect with a certain character and you just really enjoy bringing them to life. Like I really love Edelgard from the Fire Emblem series just because she's so powerful and so determined that it's nice in a way because it shows you a possibility for how you could be. Yeah.
And do you get your way more as Edelgard than in real life?
It's
hard.
Maybe. You're like Spider-Man in real life, though.
Yeah, it's hard not to go with Spider-Man on that one. But depending on what day you ask me, it's always a different character.
And you're this dynamic duo of you two. You're married, right?
We
Yes.
are for 23 years now.
Yeah. It's been a long time, and we don't always get to work together in this industry, but when we do, it's always a treat, and we try as often as possible to create projects that we can work on together.
Yeah.
And what have you two worked on together?
Oh, Spider-Man,
Naruto,
Ben 10,
Spider-Man, Ben
Fire
10.
Emblem,
League of
Persona.
Legends. Yeah, and a number of projects that we've created. We just put out a graphic novel together called Topsy McGee and the Scarab of Solomon.
We have our own production company and publishing company in addition to the work that we do.
And what's the name of that company?
Monkey Kingdom Productions is our production company and Bugbot Press is our publishing company.
Yeah, and we put out a book on voice acting for. A bunch of people would always come up to us and ask, "Hey, how do I get into this? This looks like fun." And finally, we realized we should probably just write a book so we didn't have to say the same thing over and over again. So we have that book, we have the graphic novel, and a bunch of other stuff as well.
And where's your social media handle or your website?
It's just our names at Platt, at Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere. That's us.
Easy to find.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
you
you.
both of you.
Thank you, absolutely.
Hi, I'm Melissa Buzz. I'm here with.
Jandreau.
And Khary, can you tell me about yourself?
I'm a talk show host, a pop culture pundit. I host a show. I'm a comic correspondent on DC Studio Showcase. I host on Real Rejects, and I just moderated a panel here at Multicon.
Now, who's your favorite out of DC?
Favorite character is Batman's the one everyone says, so I shouldn't say Batman. I love Batman, but know that that's too obvious an answer. Yeah. I'm a really big fan of Kyle Rayner Green Lantern. I love Superboy. I'm a big Mr. Miracle guy. I like some of the deeper cuts because they're not as popular yet. They will be.
Now, why do you think they will be? What do you think the trend's going to be?
I think that DC is going in a really powerful way where the movies are going to be in a through line, but not so shared that they feel like homework to each other. And I feel like the creators they're bringing on are so inventive and powerful that the character won't need to be as known because the movie will be so good it'll make the character known. Like, nobody knew Iron Man in 2008. Like, comic fans did, but the average person didn't. The movie elevated the character, and I think DC is about to do that.
Well, that's really exciting. And when do you think we should be expecting to see these fabulous releases?
So we have Superman coming out this summer, and that is the cinematic kickoff to this universe. We have already had The Penguin, which was the start of DC Studios in their new incarnation, which won all the awards and was incredible. Creature Commandos then came out and absolutely crushed as an animated series, and that canon goes into Superman. So the world has started, but I think Superman this summer is going to be really like, oh, everything's changing, like big zeitgeist shift. And then we got Lanterns next year. We have Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow next year. So it's like right in that, like we're right on the edge. Like we'll look back at this interview and be like, that was right before the madness happened. Yes. And I love that.
And who doesn't love Superman?
I mean, it's so wonderful we're about to enter a new age of Superman. Yeah. It's so wonderful that a character as iconic as him is about to be reborn in such a big way. Like, I can't wait.
Now, what makes this new Superman special?
I think it's all about hope. I think it's all about looking up. The tagline is look up. You know what I mean? So I love the idea of a fully altruistic beacon of hope. And I think in a world as dark as ours can be, it's so important to have something to look up to, not necessarily look alongside. I think Marvel does a really good side making their characters feel like you could run into them. I think DC and especially Superman is what if like that was possible. And I think that's wonderful when the looking up is so altruistic.
Well, thank you so much. And where do we find you on social media?
You can find me at Jandreau, CoyJandreau on far too many socials. I'm on all of them and I shouldn't be, but here we are.
Thank you so much, Coy. I appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Hi, I'm Melissa Buzz, and I'm here with
Rob Liefeld.
And you're one of the creators of Deadpool?
That is me. Yes.
And what inspired you?
Pay the rent. I was a 20-year-old kid who had an assignment, and I needed to make the sales on my book go up. And it's a very simple question. And the book that I took over was doing very poorly. And I figured I would put my own characters in it. And Marvel kept saying, well, this one works, and sales went up this many, and this one up. So I just kept, that was my inspiration. But for Deadpool at the time, I'd already kind of created all my serious minded leading men, and I needed somebody to upset the apple cart. And I was a huge fan of Spider-Man, and Spider-Man had gotten kind of dreary. If you go back to 1990 and 1991, he was super dark. Everybody wanted to make everything grim and gritty. That's when it started. And I said, well, let's get back to the kind of Spider-Man I grew up with, a smartass who would make a joke while he punched you in the face. And so I introduced Deadpool, and he was a combination of everything I loved: Boba Fett, Spider-Man. He had guns and swords, and he just took off. He just blew up.
And you're credited for bringing the youth back into these superheroes and really exciting them.
You know, it was 30 years ago, but I remember it very, very well because I was a kid going to shows. I went to my first signing when I was 12 years old, and then I never stopped. So as a teenager, I was always the youngest guy in every room, and it was always a lot of much older fans. Yeah. And then my peers and we got into the business, and I would start going to shows and signings, and I saw kids that looked like us, younger. The skateboard crew was suddenly crossing over. And I think it's just we brought a different energy. We brought the stuff that we loved, whether it was manga or anime or the movies that we were seeing, like the Schwarzenegger movies, and we brought that energy into the comics, and people just followed us. And
you're signing some very beautiful artwork.
Oh, well, thank you. I love drawing comics. I'll draw comics until I pass out on the drawing board.
And where do we check out more of your drawings and you?
Sure. So I just wrapped up my very last Deadpool story, Deadpool Team Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have been in stores since the fall, and then this spring I have another big book that I did 30 years ago that I'm bringing back called Youngblood at Image Comics, which is the biggest creator-owned comic company, and it is the third largest comic book publisher. And has been since we started it, and that's probably going to. My buddies and I who started it will probably end up being the biggest legacy that we leave behind because so many great comic book creators and comic book titles have come from Image Comics, and if we don't get together and take that leap, a leap that everyone told us would not last 6 months, and here it is 33 years later. If we don't do that, I think the comics industry is in a different space.
No, it is great. So it's not just the films, but you're bringing it through the comics.
That's right. All starts with the comics.
Yeah.
All starts with the comics. You don't have a comic, they can't shoot a movie, they can't make a cartoon, they're not getting dick all, okay?
And that's also a great way for beginning teen readers to get really inspired is by reading comics.
That's it. More reading, exactly. No, and that's. I see there was a period where bookstores were closing, comic stores were closing, and now I see bookstores are opening. I read in the paper there, Barnes & Noble is expanding more bookstores, and when I go about once every 2 weeks, and my wife goes, "Are you going to go to the comic book and the manga and the anime section?" I go, "Yes, old 57-year-old man. That's where I am, and that's where all the people are. The youth are returning in a big way, so it's really exciting."
It's very exciting. And where do we check this out further?
Image Comics, Marvel Comics, that's where the majority of my stuff is. DC Comics and we just never fell in love.
And do you have a Twitter account?
Yes, at Robert Liefeld. It's a long, go to Instagram, Rob Liefeld. It's shorter, but that's where I am.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Rob. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Melissa with Bionic Buzz. I'm here with
Robert Kirkman.
And you're one of the creators of The Walking Dead?
I'm the creator of Walking Dead and a co-creator of Invincible.
And what inspired you?
I just really, they both started out as comics and then became TV shows. Different things. I loved zombie movies. Didn't like how they ended. Thought I'd try to do one that was like the zombie movie that never ended. That became Walking Dead. Invincible was me and my buddy Corey Walker decided that we would take everything that we loved about superheroes, all the goofy stuff, all the awesome stuff, everything that makes superheroes interesting and popular, and kind of throw it all into one story. Our third season of Invincible is out on Amazon Prime right now, so it's a real exciting time.
Well, it worked out well
People
for you.
People are ringing bells around us. It's great.
Yeah. And you've got quite the fan base because you guys did a panel today, right?
Yeah, we just did a big panel with Rob Liefeld, Kevin Smith, talking about comics, current state of things. It was a lot of fun.
And why did you guys want to be a part of this festival today? The Multicon.
I think it's a good cause. The California fires are devastating to so many people, and anything we can do to help out, I'm always happy to, do whatever I can. And sitting at a table and signing autographs is literally the least I could possibly do, so might as well.
Well, thank you so much. And where do we check you out more? And
I'm all over the internet. I'm also at my house if you happen to find it. I don't know. I think I'm on Twitter.
Put tracker on you.
Yeah, at Robert Kirkman. Whatever.
So we happen to find it.
Yeah, whatever.
He's invited stalkers people.
I'm tearing around Sherman Oaks. You might see me on the street. Whatever.
Favorite coffee shop we should check out?
Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It was a lot of fun.
Hi, I'm Melissa Bionic Buzz. I'm here with.
Isaac Robinson-Smith.
And can you tell us about yourself, Isaac?
Yes, so full-time voice actor, and I most recently I'm known for being Bishop on X-Men '97, the animated show with Disney Plus and Marvel. So, and a lot of other things, but here for that mainly. It's great.
And what does Bishop do on?
Bishop is one of the members of the X-Men now. He wasn't in the original show. He's more so now, but he travels through time and kind of tries to set everything right in different areas. And he also has the ability to absorb energy and then shoot it back at other people with exactly the same force. That's his power. But he's sort of like more a part of the team in this version of the show, in the new one. Yeah.
So getting part of the whole superhero genre,
Yeah.
and coming here for the fans?
Yes, for the fans and also for the effort to support LA, because it's really terrible what happened, obviously, and like I love that LA sort of like immediately came back to a place of like, well, let's all get together and support each other, and being in a team of superheroes is sort of like a cool thing for me because I'm a nerd for it, one, but also I get to sort of emulate how that can be in real life. I mean, the real heroes are out there like doing everything they're doing to literally rebuild the city, but to be here with other people that sort of have that same idea and do it from their own perspective, like I love that I can be here with other comic book nerds and people that love this stuff and feel like I'm giving back to them and supporting them, but knowing it's also going toward a great cause for LA is wonderful. So it's been really cool.
So the superheroes are helping our other superheroes.
Yes, the fake superheroes are helping the real heroes in the city. Yeah, but it's really awesome. I really love it a lot.
And how'd you get into that?
I've been doing voices since I was a kid, and I found out that it wasn't just a hobby. In high school, I started imitating characters for friends, and then that grew into an interest in doing voiceover for real. And this is year 17 of me trying to do this full time, and now I'm doing it. And so it's a love of performance and music and singing, and then meeting the right people and having a great agent and great people that I met, and then getting the right audition. So
you're like, Mom, the stuff I was doing as a kid?
Yeah, exactly. It did. Well, what's great too is my mom is a theater actor, so like I'm very lucky that there was no pushback, because my mom was like, yeah, this is what we do. We go and do theater. And so that's pretty much where it started. And so, but I got to bring her to the premiere of X-Men, so she got to see it. So like being with my mom in the theater, having her watch the thing, I was like, look, it's happening, like here it is.
I wasn't just fooling around.
Exactly. No, I know. And it was so funny because like that's what she lived with my whole life, was me doing that kind of stuff. Yeah. But it was great. I mean, I have so much fun. So,
And where do we check you out on social media?
IRS Voices on Instagram, and also my website, irsvoices.com, Isaac Robinson Smith. And then on Facebook, those are the places you can find me and what I'm doing. So.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, good to meet you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Melissa Bionic Buzz, and I'm here with
KayCee Stroh.
And you're with High School Musical.
I am, yeah. One of the original cast members of High School Musical 1, 2, and 3, and now High School Musical the series.
And do you have a favorite song?
Oh my goodness, that's hard. I really love the song All for One, because it was one of the first songs that was like in my range. You can tell I'm more of an alto. Everything else was like up here. And so it was so fun for me because I got to be guttural and like let it out. And it was just a really magical number with my friends outside with that summer feeling. It's great.
And you have you guys have a huge fan club, a huge following.
Yeah, the Wildcat fans are by far the world's best fans. They come out of the woodwork, they support us through thick and thin, and now we've been so blessed that they're even passing High School Musical on to the next generation of Wildcats. So we all feel truly, truly blessed.
Now, what did it mean to you to be a part of this?
For this or High School Musical? Sorry.
Well, High School Musical. To be a part of this iconic. You've got your fans. You're here at this Multicon today because you're like, I am the singer. I've got this huge, bringing back your high school.
Yeah. So I grew up really having a strong passion for dancing, singing, and acting, and I knew that I really wanted to go into this business, but I didn't know how it would happen for me. And I lived in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I was just so incredibly blessed. I actually auditioned to be a backup dancer. And Kenny Ortega saw me and saw something in me, and I was able to audition and do the lines and sing. And from there, it was like all of my wildest dreams as a kid came true. So it was very, very important and special and magical that happened for me. And now I love that I get to pass on the blessings and do events like this where, we've all been down on our luck or been through difficult times. And now I can use my blessings and try to pass them on to others who need it.
That's wonderful. And what a wonderful story that you, from a backup dancer to be like, they saw something special and it paid off.
Yes, I was very, very blessed. My story is not normal, I will tell you that. But all the years of hard work and acting camps and singing and dancing camps, it all came to that pivotal moment, and I'm very glad it paid off.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and I'm here with
Jaime Monroy.
And Jaime, tell me what you got going on today.
Well, first of all, it's Latinos in the house here, because people talk about Star Wars and what an amazing franchise it is, and there weren't very many Latinos, but there was one, Chewie. Chewie. At least we adopt him because the familiarity of that name associated with the Latino community. But, it's a great entertainment franchise that has really reshaped family entertainment, where moms, dads, kids, and then generational thereafter. So being part of Multicon is very special to me to be here today, just coming off of Comic-Con a few months back. And, it's just something about the entertainment that gets created. And I just wanted to show you this one picture here. This is I'm going to roll this for your camera here. I don't know if you can see it. That's, at Comic-Con. Okay, all good. Whoops, I don't know if you can make it out there, yeah? And, you get to dress up and be a character or bring your own vibe, and that kind of creativity is really what all of this is about, that we all can bring a different component of our personality. Like today is a warmer winter day, so I've got my little furries on, but, I'm casual, I'm not in a big coat. And that flexibility is what Comic-Con does, and now Multicon, bringing different groups of people together.
Well, today it's also about, they've got the panels going on. They're silent auctioning some Comic-Con tickets, so you can try to get those right now. Yes. But it's also about raising awareness and funds for the LA firefighters that they teamed up with the United Way.
Yes, thank you for sharing that. And it is really important because for those of us Los Angelinos, I can tell you, born and raised here, we have never, ever experienced anything of that magnitude, and may we never experience that again. But that is the spirit of this great city, the city of the angels. Yes, people on the street and of all different cultures coming out and gathering clothes, gathering food, and gathering funds. We look to our government to help, and certainly that's who we give our taxes to, so they have the money. But really, it's been the resilience of the people of Los Angeles and all of the professional people, the first responders, the firefighters, the paramedics, and everybody associated, and why definitely the gift of giving is alive and well in Los Angeles, California. I travel back and forth to Las Vegas where I perform, and across the country, but even Las Vegas had a telethon where this affected people all over the country, and it was seen all over the world because we are the major international city of the world, Los Angeles, associated with Hollywood, Beverly Hills, and manufacturing and tech, and our people in the ocean, of course. So, it's just one of those things where it's just great to be here on such a creative platform like Multicon, but also to be here with the spirit of giving and rebuilding. And I am a great believer that, with positive energy and resilience and faith, that we can bring Los Angeles back and even better.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Jaime. It's a pleasure.
All right. Always good to see you.
It's good to see you, too.